You can't open it, Mommy. I mean it, my daughter Lily, who was 7, said with a serious look on her face. I had never seen her like this before, and it shocked me how serious she was. What's wrong, Lily? That package is for me. Let go of it. No. She pushed me away from the package. It looked like a gift, but we didn't know who it was from, so we needed to check it and thank the person. Lily, what's the problem? I need to open it. It could be from Grandma, and we need to thank her for it. Lily seemed upset but thought for a moment. She then looked at me and said, Then let's call Officer Clark. It's okay if we open it with him. What? Music. It's coming together nicely, I said, wiping sweat from my forehead after finishing cleaning up my room. It was a lot of work, but it didn't bother me. It was all for the baby I was about to have. My name is Sarah, and I'm 35 years old. I'm a housewife, and my family includes my husband James, our daughter Lily, and me. James works for a big company and tries his best to take care of us even though he's busy. Lily is sweet and calm. People often tell me how good she is with younger kids and how she keeps them from fighting. But Lily sometimes does strange things like staring at empty spots or saying, "This place feels scary," when we go somewhere new. Other than that, she's a normal, healthy girl. I'm happy staying at home, supporting my family, and excited about the new baby. Life is good, and we don't have many worries. One day, as I was walking downstairs holding my belly, I saw someone standing by the door. I sighed when I recognized the person. Sarah, are you home? Yes, I'm coming. Lately, I've been worried about my mother-in-law. She's from a wealthy family and spoils her only son, James. After we moved to our new house, she decided to live nearby. Since then, she visits almost every day, criticizing me before leaving. When I greeted her at the door, she clicked her tongue and walked into the living room. This room is always messy. Are these Lily's toys? You should make her clean up right away. Well, I promised Lily she could clean up when she gets home. What kind of answer is that? This is why people like you don't know any better. You're being rude, I wanted to say, but I stayed quiet. My mother-in-law wanted James to marry someone from a wealthy family who would stay at home and have sons. She didn't like me because I didn't fit her idea of the perfect wife. I just wished she could be nicer so we could live more peacefully. That night, I told James about her visit. He frowned and looked upset. Is she still saying things like that? Don't worry, I'll talk to her. But it's okay. Our life together is what matters most. The next day, James went to see his mom. He thought if he talked to her, she would stop being so harsh. I really appreciated having a husband like James, but at the time, I didn't realize how much he was trying for me. I noticed Lily was watching James with a worried expression. A few days later, a package arrived. The delivery person handed it to me, and I wondered who it was from. The box was light, but I didn't know what was inside. I was about to put it on the table to open it when Lily ran up to me. Mommy, wait. What is it? Lily grabbed the box and ran into the bathroom, locking the door behind her. I didn't understand what she was doing, so I knocked on the door. Lily, that's the package. Maybe it's from Grandma. Can you give it to me? Just as I was about to knock again, Lily opened the door. She held the package close to her, like she didn't want me to have it, and looked unhappy. Then she ran out the door, heading for the dumpster. Wait, Lily, what are you doing? Once Lily made sure the box was placed in the trash, I grabbed her arm. Hey, what's going on? I won't be mad, just tell me what was in the box. Mommy, you can't see it. Lily shouted at the trash can with a serious look on her face. I was confused because I didn't understand why she was acting this way. Lily, just give me the box. Lily must have had a reason for saying this, but since it was a gift, we needed to check what was inside and thank the person properly. I knew it wasn't going to be easy to get her to back down. How can you stop me? It could be from Grandma, and we have to thank her for it. Lily looked upset and hesitated for a moment. Then she finally said, Then call Officer Clark from across the street. We can open it with him. Lily went quiet after that. I didn't know what to do, but I went to Officer Clark's house and explained everything. He kindly agreed to help, and we opened the box together. Lily was still nervous. When Officer Clark opened it, we froze. What? I could barely breathe when I saw what was inside. The box was full of toy cars, but they were all covered in a dark, reddish-black substance. No, it wasn't just dirt. It was blood. As I looked closer, I saw words written on some of the cars. Each one had a message wishing bad things for my unborn child. I understood what they meant, but my mind couldn't accept it. It reminded me of terrible memories I had tried to forget. I felt dizzy, and everything went black. I fainted. Later, Officer Clark and Lily helped me back home. The box and its contents were taken by the police. They found out the words were written in fish blood. Officer Clark suggested we report it, and I believe the people responsible will eventually be caught, but it will take time to heal from this. I lay on my bed, thinking about the past. Back when I was in middle school, someone left death threat letters on my desk. I didn't know why. Maybe it was just my turn to be picked on, like other kids before me, but that was enough to break my heart. After that, I couldn't bring myself to go to school, and I became terrified of letters written in red ink that talked about bad things. Hey Sarah, are you okay? Do you want to eat something? Yeah, thank you, honey. My husband James brought tea and cookies to my bedside. I'm sorry, I'm sure my mom is behind this. But we don't know for sure it was your mom. Who else could it be? I went to talk to her, but she just brushed us off. Still, I had a feeling my mother-in-law wasn't the one who did this, even though she had always been difficult with me. I didn't think she would go this far. The way the person targeted my past trauma seemed way too accurate. Only my close family and James knew about what happened to me in middle school. I had an older sister named Olivia, but we hadn't spoken in a long time. Olivia was reckless and jealous. When I got married, she clearly wanted to take James away, not because she liked him, but because of his status and background. Then I remembered an email I got from my childhood friend, Mia, about Olivia. Mia and I hadn't seen each other much since we both became moms, but we kept in touch now and then. Mia had been a huge support when I was being harassed, and we promised to help each other if needed. A month ago, Mia had emailed me about Olivia. I saw Olivia and your mother-in-law together. Is everything okay? Maybe Olivia had told my mother-in-law about my trauma, something I hadn't noticed at the time. But now, I realize it was a smart and cruel form of harassment. Olivia could definitely do something like that. I remembered a time when Lily and I went to visit my parents and Olivia brought her fiancé. She was bragging about him the whole time, but when Lily saw her, she said, Aunt Olivia has a lot of men around her. It's dangerous. After that, Olivia's fiancé investigated her life and found out about her past relationships, causing their engagement to end. Olivia already hated me, but Lily's comment made things worse. For a while, Olivia was awful. She would hang around Lily's kindergarten, call the police on us, and make silent phone calls. Our parents were furious, and Olivia had to promise in writing never to come near us again. Since then, I heard Olivia had been working part-time and had gotten involved with married men. There were some serious money problems too. After I started feeling better, I contacted Mia. She was furious about everything, almost like it was her own problem. She found Olivia's Instagram. As I thought, Olivia's the one behind this. Look at this. When Mia showed me the screen, I almost passed out. There were a lot of hidden photos of me and Lily showing times and places where we went. After looking for a bit, I noticed one person was commenting a lot. Could it be your mother-in-law? I looked more closely, and sure enough, I found a photo of my mother-in-law at a cafe. Olivia's nails and my mother-in-law's bag were in the picture together. The caption read, "Strategy meeting." It made my blood boil. It was unforgivable to mess with someone's life like that. Our parents and Olivia were planning to come to my father-in-law's memorial service in 2 weeks. I decided I would confront them then. When I got home, I told James my plan, and to my surprise, he agreed right away. He even suggested we report them, knowing we had his support and Mia's as well. We'll get through this together. On the day of the memorial service, Mia and her husband joined us, along with a few other guests I invited. James started his speech as the host. Thank you all for coming today. James pointed to his mother. Mom, we are cutting ties with you today. What are you talking about? My mother-in-law said, clearly flustered. I quickly showed screenshots of social media posts, evidence of the harassment, recordings, and the photos of the bloody cards. Then, at a signal, many men stood up. Olivia's face changed as soon as she saw them. These were men who had been deceived by her, but had finally given up and started seeking justice. I had contacted them and brought up a lawsuit against Olivia. My mother-in-law and sister sat there, looking defeated. After seeing their faces, Lily whispered, "Grandpa is really angry, and the man with the scar under his eye is really angry too." As soon as my sister heard that, she started shaking. No one would go this far. "Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. I was dragged into this by the old woman." "What are you talking about? I don't know anything." "You did it, didn't you? Which one of you sent that box of cards?" At that moment, Lily, who had been silent next to me, pointed and said, "It's Dad, right? And Mommy's friend over there." "Lily, what are you saying?" "Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Kids are scary." I felt like crying as I watched them try to lie to me. I wanted to believe it was all a misunderstanding. I didn't want to accept that the two people I trusted most were part of the conspiracy against me. "It's okay, I already know. Right, James and Mia?" I had actually received a message from Mia's husband asking me to look into whether James and Mia were having an affair. I hired a private investigator just to calm myself, even though I couldn't believe it. But the results came in, and even when the evidence was shown, I still trusted them both. Lily had also told me before, Daddy was playing with fish at night. It was really scary. At the time, I didn't understand, but it seemed like she had seen James making the bloodletter cards. My daughter must have sensed something was wrong with him. She said the baby inside me had told her about it. James and Mia both turned pale and knelt down. "James, why did you do this?" "Because Mom and Olivia didn't know. You and Lily were in my way, so I thought if everything went right, I could get rid of both of you and get some compensation." Disgusted by his explanation, I slapped James without thinking. A few years had passed since that day. "Hey, Logan, it's time for dinner." Lily brought a spoon to her little brother's mouth, who was now 2 years old. Logan happily ate. It was a simple, but joyful moment. I never imagined I would see such happiness after everything that happened. Afterward, James and Mia were cut off from their families. My sister and mother-in-law also faced terrible consequences. My sister was pushed by a stranger and suffered several bone fractures along with lasting effects. The suspect was described as a man with a scar under his eye. There were no other leads. My ex-mother-in-law developed dementia and was placed in a care facility, where she has nightmares every night. James and Mia broke up. Mia now acts recklessly, blaming James for not being able to see her child. As for James, he had to quit his job because of mysterious physical pain. Despite all of that, my family now lives in peace. Lily seems more at ease now than when James was around. She cares for her little brother every day and loves having him by her side. One day, I asked Lily, "Hey, do you still see anything strange?" "What do you mean, Mom?" Lily tilted her head cutely and then went back to taking care of Logan. Her strange ability was gone now, but it was that ability that helped us find peace. Looking at my precious children, I decided to live my life fully, without any shame.